Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. So, last time, if I'm not completely mad, we decided to basically go off the entirety of the whole Roman Empire. And as such, a lot of people got, well, mad at us for, well, virtually no good reason. No, not really. What we're going to do this episode, I believe, is do a lot of sieging. And we're basically going to be trying to actually dismantle the whole Roman Empire. I still need to get Bavaria into this one way or another. Potentially, we might actually wait until the truce runs out in 4 years' time. Before we end this war, basically sieging everything. It's going to take a while, of course, but hopefully in that case, we'll be able to piece out at least Magdeburg and Poland. The rest will just siege, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us what we want here. We also have, of course, France and Palatinate, a lot of other things, so we have to really consider if we want to perhaps go for the vassalization even so. I'm a little bit unsure myself, but it's kind of risky, I have to admit. I might have to release them as not as vassals, but basically just break the vassalization afterwards if I really want to do this. So, I'll have to see how this goes. As long as I can make something work here, we should be fine. But, no promises. We're going to continue the war here. I don't expect us to fight any very big battles. I believe there will be some, well, bigger battles, but I don't think there will be some, well, really huge battles. All we will do is, of course, just continue with the sieges and try and end this in a, well, swift manner, I guess is the best way of saying it. So, I'll be setting up a lot of sieges, and we'll see how this all plays out. Should be an interesting war. So, the Palatinate army, not really a challenge at all, was easily destroyed. Also the rebel army, apparently. So, all that I really need to do now, I think, is actually send this army back for sieges. There's a very big, very annoying combination of armies over there. So, we might as well go and challenge that. But for now, I'll be setting up a lot of sieges. I'll be trying to, well, take everything I can here and hopefully make something work with that. But it's going to be difficult, of course, so we'll have to see how that works out. Battle of Bremen. There was apparently a bigger force up here than anticipated, and I lost troops thanks to that. I think it should be fine if we go up there and deal with them very soon. So I think I'm going to send this army to deal with the army that's currently standing in Bremen. And then we're going to join up with this army down here. And then we're going after these armies and trying to, of course, completely annihilate them. I think that sounds like a plan. We'll see how it actually works out. For now, I'll still continue with the sieges of France. I will probably end up vassalizing the Palatinate just to get France out of this so I can have more troops to use. But I'm a little bit unsure. We'll see what I actually end up doing here. Why the hell can I get to the rescue, so to speak? I can, and with that, I'm pretty sure we can now allow this army to march down here and help. It shouldn't be too much of a problem per se. But I'll show the bigger battles here. But I'll try to get the sieges done mostly off screen. We'll see how it goes. As you can see here, the war is going pretty well. We have sieges of most of the western part here, so you can basically say that this is the front line. There's a little bit of a problem, the Hungarian army here, but they still haven't actually managed to take us, actually siege anything that's mine, so they're still doing fairly bad. Also, to just make matters worse for them, the 50,000 man army is still up and kicking, haven't suffered too many losses. Manpower-wise, we're also doing fairly well. We are at our maximum still and only need 15,000 men, mostly from the Hunter army here, to fully reinforce it, so we're definitely in a good position. I'll probably be able to vassalize, that's a little bit of a blow to my position per se. But yeah, as I said, we're definitely in a dominant position. We will be able to, I think, end this war without too much fuzz. That's at least what I'm thinking. And hopefully it will drag out. That is basically the only thing I'm currently worrying about. We lost Urs. That's the first small victory they'll have in this war, probably the only one. And I'll, as I said, still keep on hunting down their armies and trying to simply destroy them completely, because that seems to be the way to do things here. And I'm also going to assault the castle, and then we're going after this 30,000 man army. Hopefully we can manage to fight this thing without having to incur the wrath of this one as well. Judging by morale, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think we'll deny the petition. But yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to get rebels. And I think the reason is that I need to reduce my war score here. 27 diplomacy points is what I paid to reduce war score. Just to make that clear, which is kind of hilarious by anyone's account. And I think we have enough troops now to start dealing with the revolts. Basically set up a revolt hunting squad during this war. It will definitely be useful. So let us just continue our sieging efforts and hopefully get out of this war in one piece. The problem is that the reason why this war is taking a long time is, as you can see, we are crushing them in battles. Especially the Hungarian and Polish forces, they are virtually useless against us. But the reason why this war is going to take a long time is because there's a immense amount of micromanagement. There's basically alliances every single way you can imagine. And that is currently causing a little bit of trouble, since I'm mostly using 1 or 2 big armies to hunt down my enemies. It drags the wars out longer, but losses are very limited by using this, so I'd say it works. As you can see at the Milan, he's actually set up quite a big army again. So I don't really want to mess with that, not right now at least, but as I've also said, we should be fine. I'll try and hunt down this Hungarian army and destroy it. No, we'll leave that Hungarian army alone, it can't really pose a threat right now. We'll go after these 2 armies and the rebels and destroy them, and I'll continue the sieging. The war goal of this war is, as you know, the subjugation of Saxony, or at least waging war long enough to be able to declare war on Bavaria again. It is a possibility that this war will last that long, if not longer, but I can't really promise anything. We'll just have to wait and see. So for now, we'll keep on fighting, I guess, as I said, everyone. It should be interesting. Let's see how it turns out. So, I think we have them where we want them now. France has, well, 40,000 troops left, but 20,000 of them are stuck on this island. Virtually useless. And the rest, I'm a little bit unsure where they are, but they are also probably virtually useless. So, what I'm actually going to do here to deal with those rebels is create another 20k man army. And the reason is I can easily afford it, I think. I hope. So, we're going to create a, well, more men to fight and for rebel containment. I think what I'm going to do here in terms of trying to keep my enemy in check here is more or less just keep this 50,000 man army in the region, in Urs. And the reason is, of course, that it can easily reach any big army that's dispatched. There's some 1,000 man units running still, and I do have a tiny bit of troops left. But once again, I'm not really, I'm not sure this will last for too long. I'm pretty sure I can peace out both Poland and Hungary very soon. And once that happens, these guys are basically toast. So we'll see what happens here. I still can't peace out with France until I've actually managed to vassalize the Palatinate here. So the war is definitely destined to go on for a little while longer. We'll see how it turns out. Seems like Denmark has actually done me a favor here. Saxony is gone. I kind of stumbled on or wondered why. But apparently the Danes have decided that they wanted Saxony for themselves, which to me is perfectly fair. I don't care. I really don't. The fact that Danes took it means that there are only 4 electors now, and that means that the time of getting rid of the Holy Roman Empire is getting, or is drawing closer. I can also peace out Oldenburg here. I think I can make the peace out one with the Palatinate. Can't actually vassalize him, so I'll have to try and drag out this war as long as possible. But on the other hand, this means that I don't really want to fight Pomerania anymore. They don't really have too much that I want here. Hanover to Oldenburg. Trier to Trier, that's basically it as far as I'm concerned. Or I think. Brunswick, release them. East Frisia, don't really want to. Hansa, once again, don't really want to. Hanover, Brunswick, don't really want to take anything either, so yeah. I think we're just going to go and give Trier to Trier. And that is going to be the end of this coalition war. Saxony was the initial target, but since Saxony is gone, no reason to continue this. Of course, I need to actually drag out the war with France now until the fact, or I can get myself into war with these guys again. So that's going to be a little bit annoying, but I think it should be perfectly fine. We're going to keep, I think, 40 or 60,000 men over in Urs here. So what we are going to do is set up that 60,000 man army, and once we've done that, we'll make peace. That should work out great. We'll see how it actually ends. So the entirety, the entirety of the Palatinate, and also the entirety of the Palatinate, but also France has fallen here. So we are still going to be waiting for peace, but I'm going to, as I said, try and drag this out for as long as possible. Possibly declare war on Bavaria, be able to siege that Bavarian capital. That'll be more than enough to actually get the war here over, so that would be perfectly perfectly perfect. I'm still going to keep France completely under my control, and the reason is simple. It's easier that way. And as you can see here, we did lose some units during the war, so I'll have a little bit of a hard time here to actually get everything up to scratch. But it's just going to take a little bit, but other than that, it's probably fine. We'll simply have to be a little bit careful. So I'll try and get my army set up again, and then we'll wait for the truce to run out in approximately 1.5 years. So probably have a war then. We'll see how that turns out. So, a little bit of interesting thing here. We have Norman nationalists. I'm actually going to allow them to take as much land as they want, because I'm pretty sure that Normandy will actually get a coup on this by doing this. Let's see here. Yeah, Normandy now considers this a core province. And what's good with Normandy considering a core province, you might ask? Well, first of all, that means that I can release them as a vassal, or potentially create them as a vassal by forcing them to give up, well, give up some land here, and Auvergne here is going to do the pest control for me. But yeah, the extra cores are definitely useful, let's just say that. Unfortunately, I just got a Regency account, so it kind of screws up all of my plans. I can't keep this war going for 8 years, and I think we all know that. So what we are going to do here is, well, peace. But my armies are going to be scattered around because, well, I wasn't too kind with these people, so getting military accesses will be damn near impossible. On the positive note, my army or my provinces will be protected. So we're going to make peace with France here. How much more can I actually hand over to these guys? They have 10, 15, 18, 20, 25, 32, 38. Bourgogne and Nevis should be enough, it seems like. Yeah, that's what we're going to take in this war. Of course, the coalition will be a little bit bigger. Wait, have I already decided what to do? No, not at all. Going to just give Bourgogne then, and I'm going to have to force them to give up the vassalization of Crimea of all things. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And I'm pretty sure that the other members of the board don't really have anything I want. Of course, the Palatinate, it would be good to make them smaller, but I don't really think I can unless I want to take some more of extension. Don't really want to do that. I'll simply have them give up the deals with the French, and then we're going to have the French, I guess, hand over Bourgogne and that's it. I'm going to try and vassalize Auvergne after that, just to be on the safe side, but I might actually annex some of my vassals before that too. So Palatinate entered military coalition, not really that much of a surprise. Trier, Salzburg, the Palatinate, and Augsburg. I'm kind of wondering if I annex them, if the Emperor will elect new electors. It's a possibility, but I kind of want to gamble that he won't, because I want to annex these guys. Especially Salzburg. Let us start here with Tuscany, I think. Since I can't really do anything for 8 years now, we are going to have to do some annexations, I think. Annexing Trier, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. It'll give me land, I'll be a little bit more powerful. Of course, the fact that they have Trier is going to be a little bit annoying because I can't reach it, so I think we'll wait a little bit with them. Austria still has a lot of land that I can steal from others, so makes no sense to actually give them back their land just yet. And other than that, I don't really know. I'll figure it out as time goes by. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, I'll give it a little bit of thinking. We'll probably start annexing some of our vassals here, just to get it done. Not the same religious groups. I actually have to convert this annoying little rock into their militarists. Well, that's a little bit interesting, but it also makes a little bit of sense, I think. To some degree, at least. So let's see, we're going to make Augsburg our friends, and we're also going to do the same thing with, not that guy, the Tuscans. Or have I already started the relation improvement with the Tuscans? I have. So yeah, Trier and Austria will probably be next last. But for now, I'll try and recover my armies, my military strength, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. Unfortunately, there's not really much else to say. I'll probably take diplomatic tech here since we can't do anything for a while. Heavy frigates, colonial range increased by 150, and I can now use heavy frigates, which is, I believe, is the highest level of frigate. It is, so basically I have the best frigates in the game. I could also go innovative idea, but once again, I kind of want to get that next level idea set. But with that said, we are now with another Regency Council, and this is bad because it screws up my plan by an incredible amount. I can't actually take out Bavaria now in Hawkiee as planned, so we'll have to see if there's a way around that. Hopefully Bavaria won't actually create new electors, but no way to guarantee that. We'll simply have to see how it goes next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye.